Hello everyone, welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports for today's preview, the Curry Cup, and what the Curry Cup has kind of been so far. You've actually just seen the Lions having to come back from the Griffins to beat them, and so it was a very interesting game. And with that, the Lions have actually moved themselves into fourth place after the first match of the third weekend of the 2023 Curry Cup. However, the Sharks were looking to have a say on that. They trailed them by 2 points, and they host the Western Province this weekend. Both teams obviously also in URC action as a result. Very different teams to maybe what we kind of saw a week ago, but still lots of talent, and interesting to see now how different players have to get an opportunity. For example, for the Western Province, 2 club players actually being called into the squad, which is quite cool actually. And maybe that's it. Maybe some people are sort of saying that this isn't the Curry Cup. The Curry Cup is supposed to be our premier domestic competition. But it kind of is what it is, isn't it? And what it is at the moment is a competition where we're seeing a lot of new faces and potential future stars being born. I think maybe that's what we need to focus on. But yeah, it's probably a conversation for another day because it is a very long one. But before we look at the two sides, please do smash a like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. We'll start with the Sharks, are we? This is how they will line up for this weekend. And good players in here, good players. Fred Zalinger, for example, the man that just never dies. That keeps coming back and back. But a couple of nice players in and amongst the side. If we look at the starting lineup, Kwezimana, Fez and Barta, Kuta, in that starting front row. All those players have played URC. They're not new around the block. Fez and Barta, for me, is someone that really needs to reinvigorate his career. He was part of Bok alignment camps, and now finds himself third, fourth choice down at the Sharks. The second row corner role is partnered by the very experienced Renel Hugo, James Fenter, Temlani Boli, Henko Fenter. I mean, those 3 players have all played URC action. It's a good loose trio, and I think that's probably the most exciting aspect of the team. I think it's 3 very good loose forwards in that pack. Bradley Davids does partner Fred Zelling in the halfback combination. Monas Porkita, Piccolo Lomzi, Sabatla, a very exciting youngster in the 14 jersey. Francois Fenton next to Murray Costa, a very experienced inside centre next to an exciting youngster. Yao Penkley was a very hard-working fullback, very active, always sort of seems to be quite involved. Expected him to carry a lot, expect him to be involved a lot around, and kind of looks for work as well, which is cool to see from a player from the Eastern Cape. Has made the move there. Found sort of game time difficult to come by, but he's a nice player. And he's also a player who's actually on the Bok radar at one stage. Off the bench, Jason Alexander, Deanna Brula, and Marco Pelvi. Then got Hiron Andrews, Dylan Richardson, Tian Fourie, Lionel Cornier, Alvana Fasaki. Players like Hiron Andrews, like a Dylan Richardson, they've got lots to prove for me. Those are players for me who are could be international quality. I think Hiron Andrews, a couple of seasons ago, had a brilliant season. Dylan Richardson's already, playing for Scotland though. But needs to try and sort of accelerate his stocks and get him playing at the highest level. If we look at the Western Province side, a bit of a big uproar in terms of the fullback choice. But this is how they line up: Ali Famark, Scurry, Tabeni, Sazi Sandi. It's a nice front row. It's a very experienced front row, next to the likes of Sazi Sandi, then who went for on the SAA side. Connor Evans is then partnered by Gary Porter. So nothing wrong there, but it's quite an inexperienced loose trio. The likes of Paul de Villiers, Junior Pocamela, Kika Marabe. Junior Pocamela, the senior player there, and he needs to kind of stand up and be counted, really, as do all the senior players, like the captain, John de Jong, in the centres. But the halfback pair of Godwin was similar next to Cade Voliter. It sparked a little bit of controversy in terms of Cade Voliter being named at fly half, whilst Sasha Fainberg Ngomazulu, first of all, is not with the URC side, playing Curry Cup and starting at full back. I've got no issue with him playing Curry Cup. I really don't. I understand why people are worried about, why people are having this massive, issue with it. For me, we've seen that he's going to be a world-class player. Well, hopefully he's got the world-class talent. Whether he'll become a world-class player, that's kind of up to him. He's not ready for URC, playing week in, week out, starting for me. And he's not going to bench the likes of a Damien Williams or Mark Liebach. So instead of him getting 10, 15 minutes in the URC, I think there are players who can do as good a job, if not better, right now. Let him play in the Curry Cup. I would like to see him maybe at 10 or 12. But that's where they see, at the end of the day, I know a lot of people don't rate Cade Voliter, but he was one of the top flower halves before he left the country at schoolboy level. So maybe a run of games is exactly what we need to unlock him. Duncan Saul, Fazil Robertson, a club rugby player, actually, and very cool to see them sort of being brought right into the system. And I tell you what, take your chance. Imagine being a club player, you have a fantastic couple of games in the Curry Cup, but you've been given this opportunity. All of a sudden, you can find yourself with a contract, playing Stormers. This is the kind of maybe, what the Curry Cup could be creating, those future legends, those future stars. You then got Bruce Sherwood next to Jean de Jong, who's a Curry Cup legend, Western Province legend, South African rugby legend, really. Proper good a citizen and a fantastic advert for the game. And he does captain the side. Andrew Hugo Fence, a very exciting young hooker next to Leon Lyons and Lee Marvin Mazabuko. So it's a nice loose trio. I mean, a nice replacement front row. You think on Dylan DeLue, Lowen Horn, Armand Maritz, Labib Kennemer, and Edward Coulson. So a lot of youngsters, a lot of, again, more club players, in fact, being involved over there. In terms of the Shark side, this is how... I looked at the Shark side. I don't know what I was saying in terms of the Shark side. I looked at the Shark side. So in terms of the matchups, I think that's what I was trying to get to. I think the centre matchup should be quite fun with Jean Dion. I think the loose forwards should be a good battle. I'm really interested to see the front row battle as well, because I think all 6 starting front rows are players who would like to be playing in the URC, players who have played in the URC and want to try and get themselves back into that sort of bracket of player. So it should be quite a lot of fun. Again, Western Province are currently sitting 2 from 2. And they dispatched a very good Bulls side. So I think they walk in as favourites. And the Sharks, well, they need to win this game to keep themselves in that top 4. Obviously, a long way to go. They only played 2 week games, but important to kind of get that early momentum. Let me know what your score predictions are down in the comments below. Please do smash like on the video. Please do subscribe to the channel as well. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steven. I'll chat to you soon.